All right, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel, Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. That's what we look at on this channel every day when videos are made. Lately, I've missed days because Bitcoin's just going sideways and not a whole lot going on. So I want to give you what I'm looking at now and just take a peek at Bitcoin and see if I can help you out and just share my thoughts with you. Okay, don't forget that none of this is financial advice. We're going to jump right in here, guys. The large time frame, guys. We've got a bull count and a bear count, and right now we're in no man's land. To the untrained eye, this would look like a triangle. However, it does, as far as from an Elliott wave perspective, we wouldn't call this a triangle. Most of us wouldn't, at least. A couple of reasons. Number one, we don't have a triangle in the RSI, and number two, none of the waves are three waves. This is a five-wave move. This looks like a five-wave move as well. Guys, to me, this is looking like a 1-2-1-2, pretty clearly to the downside. That's the way I'm interpreting it, and I'm looking for a down move from here, most likely. We have begun a down move here. I'm going to show you a couple things that I'm looking at, and I'm just giving you a very quick video here this morning right before I head to meet with my people at church. Anyway, if I'm moving fast, that's why. So what we can do here is look at the RSI and draw a trend line down here. It's a really handy thing to do. Don't just draw trend lines on your chart, but draw it on the RSI as well. As soon as you get a break of that, guys, and a close is better. Then you got confirmation to a downside move. Also, let's see here. I've got this trend line of this particular trend up from 8600. We got this trend line here, and we're riding on it. We have closed. You see the 20, my yellow 20 MA as well as the 50 MA, which is the red one, and we've already crossed to the downside of the 20. You can see that when we cross the 20. It's often an indication of a downward correction at least. Okay, so we'd like to see three things here if we're going to confirm a downward move. Number one, I want to see price cross the 20. I want to see price cross this trend line and this 50. Secondly, I want to see the yellow line. I want to see the 20 cross the 50 subsequently after that, and for confirmation for continuation to the downside potentially. That doesn't mean forever because here we had a cross here and we cross back up. So it can cross down and cross up. It just depends on the time frame that you're looking at. But again, I would say that our first target is going to be down here at this trend line, and then we're gonna test that. But from an LEWA perspective, this is just looking at it from RSI and from moving average uh, indications here. We've got, let's see, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. We've got movement up in price, a higher high, while we're making a lower high here in the RSI, guys. Um, that indicates that is a bearish divergence there. That's standard bearish divergence. So we've got that working. Now the only thing I might see here is some kind of a ending diagonal here, but that's the only thing. I don't like it as an ending diagonal, but there is three waves right there. This could be starting some kind of an ending diagonal. If it doesn't break and come down, then what I would expect here is something like this. Maybe ending diagonal, and this would be some kind of A wave, B wave, and then a C wave is going to be the ending diagonal. I don't like that. This A wave number one doesn't count super well. It counts more like a diagonal itself. If you check it out here, it looks kind of like a diagonal there. Um, yeah, the three wave and the one wave the three wave and the one wave though aren't very good as far as the size, so I don't like it a whole lot as a diagonal, but certainly it gives the appearance of one at least. So I'm kind of looking for the downside more from here. In fact, we just got a bit of a pump beyond it, so that's good to see on camera there to kind of confirm. Sometimes we're like, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? Well, now we have some confirmation that here we got 3 minutes to this hourly close, so that's good. I'd like to see this close and finish beyond this trend line and beyond the red line. That would be that the red line is the 50 MA. That would be a good indication that we're at least going to get a little bit of follow through at least. Now, this is very small to me unless it starts moving very quickly. I don't think think it's going to go straight down from here. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that we're due for a three-wave correction at least. But my take is it could come down here, act like a triangle. So it could come on down here to this level here, act like a triangle, give you another move to the upside, and then that's when we're going to get the tank here because it's going to look like a triangle to most traders, but it won't be. It'll just be basically a move that appears to be one. I think we had one the other day. Let me show you on a small time frame where we had one the other day, and we got the down move. A lot of shenanigans happened around triangular shapes. So because there's a lot of expectation. Okay, let me just show you right here on the small time frame. You can kind of see how there's a triangular shape here forming. Okay, and then what kind of break did we get out of it? We got a sharp downward break. It went up for sure, but generally most people are expecting an upward break out of a triangular shape there. This wasn't a triangle in my opinion, obviously, but nevertheless, it looks like one, right? It looks like one. And that's the thing. This was actually a 1-2-1-2, and that's the thing I'm trying to say here. You know, downside moves often look like triangles when they're starting. Let me show you. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that here. So when you get a 1 and a 2, okay, what happens is you're expecting well, come on, you're expecting the third wave, right, to continue down, right? But what you get is a 1 and a 2, and this is the beginning of the third wave, okay? And you can see that the shape it kind of makes there is a triangular shape, okay? And it ends up coming down because that's a 1, 2, 1, 2 of the next wave, and it comes down. People are expecting it to break up, right? But it breaks to the downside. So that's an example there of a 1-2-1-2 looks triangular, but it comes on down. And so that's what I wanted to share with you a little bit here. All right, so let's look in for the Elliott wave here. If I'm thinking here, guys. Let me see here. Let me get the. There we go. Yeah, most likely here we've got a 5-wave down, a 3-wave up. We've got another 5-wave diagonal here, and we got a 3-wave up. But the three actually it's not a 5. Dang it. This does look impulsive. It measures impulsively, so I've got to be careful about that as well. I've forgotten I lose track of my time frames here, guys. Let's see here. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that looks like an impulse 5-wave. So while I am expecting a correction here on the smaller time frames, 30-minute, 15-minute, let's be careful not to overestimate what we're going to get here. This is a very small wave that we're getting right now, even though it looks largish when you're looking at the smaller time frames. Consideringly, you see how we had a move down here, and then we had another move up. So chances are we're going to get a small move down, a move up, and then some more continuation here. Now, whether we come down and break this line or not, I can't say. We'll have to watch and see as the wave progresses. But this wave, guys, does appear to be come on a 5-wave move. There are a couple problems with it as a 5-wave. It ends in a 3-wave. That's the first problem with it. The second problem with it is the extension of the wave is much too high. Now, one of the ways I was considering it, looking at it, is that this was actually a flat, and that's a way it could be corrective. So we've got a 3-wave here, a 3-wave here. Okay, then we would expect a 3-wave, down again. Okay, now that might be a way to interpret the triangle. The only problem is I just don't like the trend line shape of the triangles. So, and this doesn't appear to be a 3-wave move either. So, lots of problems here from an Elliott wave perspective. And I'll just be honest with you, in the Telegram group, I'm just telling the guys I don't know what the count is. It's hard. It's really hard to interpret. So I've been interpreting the market through other means, through moving averages as well as the RSI analysis for sure. I've been really depending on the RSI analysis here on the 15-minute chart for the immediate moves. So I have a real good understanding understanding of what the immediate moves might look like. On the 15-minute chart here, I'm waiting for some divergence. I don't have any divergence here. Um, quite yet. I'm waiting on some divergence to the upside. So right now, there's going to be probably some continuation to the downside, even though in the very short term we get a little bit of a. We should expect a bit of a pullback right here, and then some continuation down. So we get a pullback here, and then some continuation down. So, anyway, guys, not a lot to say, guys, but I am doing Sunday night charts tonight. There will be Sunday night charts this evening, and we'll go over Bitcoin very, very heavily. But I wanted to give you kind of morning update and just let you know what I'm seeing here so far. So we're looking down targets. Let's check and see what a possible target might be if it's a corrective wave here. Um, Now, right now, this is looking like a five-wave move right now. Um, if that's the case here, we got one, two, three, four, five, like that. It came to the 1618 of that extension. It really kind of appears, has the shape of a five wave right now. So watch out for a three-wave pullback here, like this, okay? And if we get that, then we would be expecting price to come down to 90, anywhere from, well, it just depends on if it comes down correctively or impulsively. If it comes down impulsively, guys, we're looking at 91.82 for the third wave and lower. If it comes down correctively, it's going to stop around 92.89 to 93.75. So we'll have to wait and see what we get there. Okay, but watch that trend line here. We've already broken it. Let's see what we get here as far as the wave shape is concerned. Back to the upside. Do we get a correction or do we get continuation? If for some reason price continues from where we are right now to the downside, if we stop at 93.79 or 9300, that's corrective and we bounce. If we continue on to 92.13, guys, that's sign of an impulse wave. Okay, that would be the sign of the beginning of an impulse wave. So that would be one, two, three. Okay, we'd expect 4 and 5, three-way pullback, and then continuation down. So watch 92.13 from here. If we continue down from this level, if we come back up here and break this level right here in a three-way fashion, then watch the other targets that I just shared. Okay, that's the way I would be thinking about it. I know that's a lot of information, but a lot of numbers, but again, that's what makes it so hard when price is in this weird area. There's no clarity right now. Okay, all right, you guys have a great day. I've got to go meet with my church today. I'm looking forward to that. You guys go meet with yours as well. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye bye.